Let's welcome our third finalist.
Hallo, wat denk je? Ons het hierdie radiootjies probeer toets, soos 'n ops radio, but it didn't work. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Thank you very much for the opportunity to present the race to you. Thank you very much for the government, Western Cape government, that makes this possible. The opportunity, all the speakers that was here, we learned quite a lot. Yeah, and I'm Rohan. Germishys. This is Rudolf, my co-director and co-owner of Petrichor Adventures. Now that's normally where the people say, stop, what does that word mean? And that's when I say normally to the guy, it's a smell, it's a soul-feeding smell that means that it's a smell that you have or you smell when the first rain comes at the beginning of the season. And yeah, and it's much better than your wife's perfume that is extremely expensive.
And,
yeah, so I'm handing over to Rudolf.
Thank you. Yeah, also from my side, we are thankful for this opportunity. And yeah, I can definitely tell you, we are more comfortable behind an ops radio than being wired up like this. But yeah, thank you. Let me give you some facts about the event itself. Around the pot is a gravel bike, a mountain bike event. It stretches over 100 miles. We do have 100 mile, 60 mile, 25 mile options. The shorter routes, obviously, for the less fit, and maybe for the younger guys also to participate. We try to cater for the whole family. Our race village we set up at the Swellendam showgrounds, which is a beautiful setting. Everything happens from there. It's a vibey happening. So we actually the idea started on a club ride. Going onto the district roads there in the Breda River Valley, and we decided let's give it a go. Let's do an event, and our inaugural event was in 2017, and we were quite surprised by the number of riders who entered. It was 275. Second edition last year attracted 750 riders, and which was quite we were quite chuffed with that. Third edition is now 20 July this year, and I just checked over lunchtime now. We already have double the entries than what we had last time the same date. So we are quite we anticipate a good turnout this year. And then what makes this event special? In the middle of winter, the canola fields in the Breda River Valley is blooming bright yellow, just for a small space of time before it gets harvested. And we thought we would like to share that with other riders, other tourists. It's such a beautiful time in that region. We said we're going to add another something that we don't know that if it happens at other races, we don't know of any, but we take the riders over the Breda River on the ferry in a neutral zone, and then we said let's add something more. Instead of a standard watering table, we're giving the guys something nice to eat, a roasted koek with speck and eiers, something substantial to help them take the 60-kilometer journey back to Swellendam again.
Right, the impact of this event on the local economy, I think this is where it all begins, where we have sat down and said, listen, this is what we need to do. This is where it started, and this is where it can actually stop. There was a massive influx, winter tourism, of people visiting our town and making our guest houses full, with about 180 guest houses. Yeah, and then the impact you will see on the screen, it's 6.75 estimate million that gets into the region, the whole region on that weekend, with an increase to about 4,500 tourists next year, especially for that, only for that weekend.
This year.
2019. We have partnered with a local school. It's like we call it, the Plaaskoolkie, Bufflias Primary, with 100 kids in there, with lacking of funds and about 400K lacking in their budget. We are contributing to that. They are making the roosterkoek, the spek and eiers at the ferry for everyone, and that contributes almost to half of what they are lacking in that funds. Then we have partnered up with Rohan Foundation, that is keeping the primary school kids busy. We have set up at the end of last year, we have set up a cycling program with what we would like to call it now, and then in future would like to call it a cycling academy, when we have proper mountain bikes or gravel bikes riding the routes with us. And currently we have about 60 bikes in that program. That is, we are keeping kids busy in the afternoons between 12:30 and 4 o'clock. Yeah, we are aiming to make this 90 temporary jobs, about 120 or even more for 2019. That is extremely important to us, and we also have a conservative estimate there that we would increase to 10 permanent jobs. In our company, we have employed 4 people in the past year. So, and then what we need to make all of this happen, we obviously need, like Edward said, we need partnerships, and we need a team to work together. We need everyone. We need to build relationships with local businesses, with the community, with the government. And it's extremely important for me to mention this, what Zandile also said on the stage. When I get the support, when I walk into our municipal offices, the people is almost hugging us there. And when I walk into the traffic offices, Mr. Blow is hugging me and say welcome. So yeah, we have extremely great support from our local government that is supporting this race. Obviously, we have a double century in Swellendam, which they obviously need to support, but they are making the events happen there. We need support from the local farmers and landowners, and we need not to support the community, but also get them involved in our event. We give about 20K back to Rohan Foundation. They need to pay salaries, they need fuel for their cars, and all of that to make everything happen. So, except for the cycling program, we contribute that back into the foundation, and they again help us with about 50 marshals on the day. So yeah, and like Bernard said it, he knows it well. We need the moolah, we need sponsors in kind. So yeah, that is all what we need. That is what we need to make all of this happen. We need to make access into media platforms to give a good rate of return, return on investment for our sponsors, and also we need to create AVE with this event to have it all. And then just to conclude, we have some photos for you. And to conclude, I think this event has made an enormous impact in the community of Swellendam. It has really made a huge difference to a lot of lives, and it has made, which is very important for us, made a huge difference to us as organizers' lives. It's made us better cyclists, it has made us living our life better, and that is also very important for us. But to conclude, it made a huge impact. But for the past 2 years, it made a huge impact. And we hope for 2019 we can make a huge impact even more, and also make a little bit of profit. So yeah, that is what we aim to do. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right.